Hey everyone, George here, and welcome back to the channel. So the last couple of months have been kind of tough for me because I've been dealing with some health issues, and as you can see from the title of this video, I'm not going to be talking about that directly, but this is kind of a lead-in to where I'm going with this, and that's basically doing some live podcasts that are going to keep me busy, keep me interacting with the people that are watching my videos, the subscribers, and even if you're a first-time viewer, if you're interested in more of the live stuff where I sit down, I've already got a studio set up here, so that would be an easy thing to do. Not necessarily a podcast, but just live videos where I answer your questions and talk about issues related to the hobby that I can give you some very fair answers on. Now, I know how these things work because I've been in the communication business / entertainment business for a very long time, and I know how all of this stuff works, but at the same time, I also know that there is a need out there for more and more information so that people just starting out in the hobby are going to get a very fair assessment as to what it takes to set up a nice aquarium or set up a gallery of aquariums, a fish room, so to speak, and that kind of thing. Now, these things always start out as you get one tank, you get kind of hooked on that, and then all of a sudden you want a second tank and it's got to be bigger, and then all of a sudden you're doing nothing but large tanks. You're letting the smaller tanks go to the side because you just want to get into these gigantic, beautiful fish such as discus and the different kinds of larger fish, angels, wild angels, wild discus. I mean, there's all kinds of places you can go with this, but there's not a lot of places that you can get good information live that are going to answer your questions specifically. I know that I try to read all the comments down below on each of my videos, and I try to answer questions on there as accurately and as fairly as I can. But there's not always a lot of space to just type something out that somebody wants to know about that particular subject that they're concerned about. And so I don't always feel like in the comment section I'm able to give a fair and accurate answer to a question that may take a little bit more time. And I think sometimes when you have a live video and you're doing something like that where you're answering questions specifically to people, it's one of those things where I just think you get a lot more time to spend with someone that is going to be more fair to the question that they have and to the answers that they need to be successful in what they're doing. Now, I know the danger in this also. I know also that you can say things off the cuff that can get you in trouble, but I'm one of those guys that's done a lot of what I would say educational background in the fish hobby. So when you ask me a question, I'm going to give you an answer that is not generic, but more specific to your question, but it's going to be educational in the sense that I'm not going to get so high and over the top with my answer that you're not even going to understand me, but I'm going to bring it down to a level where the average person that's in the hobby is going to understand fully where my answer is coming from, and you're going to get a fair assessment of what their question was and how I answered it in a way that makes them understand and solves their problem. Because there's nothing like somebody getting on one of these live videos and answering questions in a way that just requires more questions, because it's not set up to be for the average person. And that's just people showing off the scientific names for things and blah, blah, blah. And that's not what people are looking for sometimes. The average guy is looking for answers that are going to help him get through their current situation or problem that they're having, or simply they want to set up an aquarium, but before they do that, they want to know, are they doing things right? And this is an opportunity with these live videos for me to be a lot more interactive with you as viewers, and I think that is taking it another level and giving that opportunity for you and I to interact in a way that you cannot do in a video that you're just making generically for the general population. And I like it because you can hit so many different topics. You're not stuck on one particular thing. You're not showing off your tanks. You're not scaping a tank or whatever. There are so many videos out there that are live that people do that's saturated, but there's a lot of people looking for something a little bit more specific to what they're doing and wanting answers that make sense to them, something that they can understand, and something that they can find when they walk away was useful information to help get them sent in the right direction to making their particular situation something that can be solved and answered in a way that doesn't confuse them even more. Now, if you guys are wanting to see more of these kinds of videos from me, I'm absolutely willing to do them. As I said, I already have a studio type setting set up, and we can move things around a little bit to, I'll put the aquarium in the background, the beautiful aquarium, and all the things that everybody likes to see. I'm not sure that that's necessary, but if it is to you, let me know what kind of setting you would like, number one. Number two, what kind of forum it would be, so that I can get an idea as to what most of you are looking for. And also, do you want me to have guests on? Do you want me to have people on that share the hobby and have a little bit more expertise in a certain area? Do you want it to be a themed video where it's live, but it has a theme to it, and we sort of stay in that little box of talking about things that are just specific to a particular topic about the hobby? Or do you want it to be an open forum where you can talk about anything fish related and that sort of thing? Because I think that that's what's missing out there, is we get these theme type podcasts or live videos that are very specific, and they really don't help people who are looking to get answers to things to be fairly answered and give them accurate information that's going to help them. And I just really like the idea of a more open forum than something that's kind of specific, and we're going to stay on this topic, and this is what we're going to talk about tonight, and that's it. So let me know, because as I said, these are things that I've been kicking around with the health issues that I've had lately. I'm looking to sort of put my mind into something that is going to be helpful not only to you, but also therapeutic to me, in the sense that takes my mind off the things that are going on with me, and also is helping you be directed in a way that maybe you don't feel you are being when you watch a lot of these live videos. So let's get a consensus here over the next week or so, and leave those comments down below. This is probably one of those videos where comments are going to be the most important thing, and that's going to help me understand the direction to take live videos or a podcast. We may even work ourselves into a regular podcast here. I'm not dismissing that, but I think the idea that I'm going for right now, as I said at the beginning of the video, is something that is live, but is an open forum that gives us an opportunity to talk about lots of different things, and not to characterize it as a podcast or a live video that's being very specific about one particular subject in the hobby, because I think that's just a complete waste of time. There's absolutely no reason why we can't have an open conversation about lots of different topics, and that in my mind is the kind of live video that I would like to do. Now, I have to learn a little bit more about how this works on YouTube. I'm not saying that I know everything, and it may take a month or two to get me set up into the situation where I can put this together and make it work, but it's definitely something I'm interested in doing, because I want to be able to take the knowledge that I have and the experiences that I've had in the past and present them to you in a way that is fair and is something that you're going to understand. I'm not going to throw a lot of scientific hyperbole to you that is just going to make you more confused. I'm going to talk on a level, not because I think you're stupid or anything like that, but I want to talk on a level where you understand things and you walk away saying, the guy answered my questions, he sent me in the right direction, I totally understand where he's coming from, and that sort of thing. So if this is something that you want to see from me in the future, please give me a thumbs up on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. That's going to be an important thing, is having enough of a audience out there to make this worthwhile to me. And also leave your comments down below as to what that forum might look like. Now, as I said, I'm not interested in doing closed forums where we talk about one particular subject. So keeping in mind that this would be something where I would have an open forum and we would talk about lots of different things, possibly bringing in professionals, people that maybe you've seen on YouTube, and getting those people in to sit with me, to talk, and to have an honest conversation about the hobby. Right now, during COVID, the hobby was huge, and then all of a sudden after COVID it kind of dropped off a little bit, but the interest for relaxation and all the kinds of things that the hobby brings to that kind of thing where you're relaxing and enjoying. Now, that's not to say that there isn't work that goes into these aquariums, but enjoying them after the work is done is absolutely worth everything. So I want a forum where it's open, we can have conversations, and you walk away saying, yeah, that was a good conversation. I got a lot out of that, and I know where I'm headed with the particular question that I had, because it was a question that was answered honestly. So again, thank you for joining me today. This is a short video, but it's something that I really have been thinking about for a while, and I hope that you guys will take the time, as I said, to give me a like on this, to subscribe to the channel, but more importantly, leave those comments down below, down here, so that I have an understanding of what you're looking for and how popular this would be as far as having an audience that is going to be worthwhile to do an open forum live video where answering questions, bringing in guests and so forth that will help me to answer those questions that are important to you. That's what I want to know, because I don't want to get into this and then find out that there's not an interest in it. I would like to find out if there's an interest before I ever get started, so that I'm not wasting my time, I'm not wasting your time, and everyone's happy here with a type of video or podcast or whatever that is going to be beneficial for everyone, including me, because my time is valuable as well. This is not what I do for a living, so this is sort of my sidekick jam here, and it's not something that I do for a living. I don't make money off this channel, I'll be honest with you. I truly do not make money off this channel. In fact, if anything, I lose money off this because of all of the money that I've put into my gallery and that kind of thing. Now, I've had some very fair and generous people out there that have come along and helped me with this, and that's another question we're going to get into, and that's having a Patreon page where we have some videos that are a little bit more driven towards people who want to see more behind the scenes as to how things are done with me, as far as how I build or come up with scape ideas, filtration ideas. My hobby experience has been so vast over the years that I've come up with my own ways of doing things that are very unorthodox, but they absolutely work, and they're proven to me by just from what you can see. You can see that my success is there. So again, let me know what you feel about the live videos. Let me know in the comment section how you specifically would like to see that forum set up, and if there's really an interest in it. If there's not, then I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time either. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. We have lots of great stuff coming up here. I have a couple of new videos coming out that I think are going to be very exciting, where we're going to go and check out some aquariums and talk with the people that own those aquariums about where they got the ideas for them and the process in which they went through to get that aquarium to where it is today. There's some friends of mine that have some absolutely stunning aquariums that make mine look just absolutely horrendous. So some great stuff coming up. I hope you'll stick with me. And again, if you have not subscribed to the channel already and you want to do that, this is the time to do it, because we really need to get those subscriptions up in order for me to be able to continue with this and not be taking a ton of money out of my own pocket just to entertain others around me regarding this particular hobby. So I would like to see people participating in this in a way that shows me that you like the content, that you like my channel enough to subscribe, and I appreciate that. Again, thank you. Hit that like button on this, subscribe to the channel, and leave your comments down below. This is a very important video to leave comments, and I hope you will do that, because this is going to give me a lot of ideas about where you want me to take this and at what level, and I'm hoping to be able to achieve that and get my live video forum ideas sort of formulated in a way that is going to be the consensus of most of you. Thank you for joining me today. That's it for now. We will see you on the next one. Until then, we're out of here.